Hey y'all, so we're here. This should be posted, I think, on Christmas. This is the last one. What is my favorite Christmas movie? I want to see if you can. I'll give you like half a second to guess. Okay, it is Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is like, God, I didn't even realize that there's not even a film that's like close to it, in my opinion. Like, not even close to it. It's such a brilliant film. First off, j- just like the world building is genius. Like the way like everything is made from like the Halloween area to like the Christmas area, it's really well done. There's a lot of attention to detail that's really beautiful. So I think like I would go watch back and just like go and check out a lot of the scenery and a lot of like the detail that they put into it because it really sets the stage. I think people don't realize how important like scenery is to like making a film work. Especially one like this, which is obviously it's like fantastical, very larger than life. Now, kind of segueing from there, the thing that makes this movie absolutely beautiful are the characters. Oh man, every character is just brilliant. From like the titular characters like Jack, Sally, Oogie Boogie, if you want to consider him a titular character, Santa, like all those characters. Like they even made Santa have a little bit of a uniqueness to him, but like Jack is just brilliant. And I think a lot of it actually has to do with the relationship building that they do. Um, Jack with Sally, Sally with her doctor. I forgot her doctor, but the one who made her. Jack with Santa, Oogie Boogie with Jack, and like all of like there's like past relationships that are brought into play as context. There's current relationships being built, and they're really well done. Side characters are awesome. You even have like the Sea Glaive lady, like the Loch Ness Monster lady. You have Corpse Kid. You have like the dog. I just like there are a lot of really great characters, and I would recommend also watching back when you're looking at scenery, just looking at like the different characters that they made and how unique they are. So that's like setting the stage for why the film is good. Now, okay, obviously, okay, people are gonna want to talk about the songs, so let's talk about the songs for a second. The songs are. I actually just went and like listened to the songs again. Songs are gorgeous. I actually, this movie is one of those interesting films that like you don't, you know that the songs are good, but you don't remember how good they are, and like you'll remember like This Is Halloween, like from This Is Halloween, super amazing job of setting the stage, but it's actually like post those the like there are a lot of songs that are very similar. There's like Jack Lament, there like where he's talking about him. Then there's like Sally's song. There's like Poor Jack. There's the finale song. And if you listen to them, I don't think they're the same song, but melodically they have a very similar tempo, chord progression. It just works super well because in the end I know exactly what I'm supposed to feel and what plot line. Oh, better than that, yeah. What plot line is happening based on the song choice? They use the song's tempo and beat and style to dictate like what of them, because there's a few plots is going on right now. So I have a favorite song, and then I have a song that like actually is like the best song. Like my go-to favorite song is Oogie Boogie's song. I think that song is just amazing. If you listen to the song over again, the lyrics are a little thin. I think they could have done a better job with that. But the song is so catchy and has such a great like peril, but like they made peril like sound fun. You know what I'm saying? Like it has like a really like it's interesting. It kind of it bounces, but it bounces towards like a dark place. It's like you're going down a staircase, but you're like bouncing down the staircase. So you're like going into the pits of hell, but like it's fun along the way. And I think that was like great. That movie when I first saw it, I think I was a kid, and that movie was kind of or that song was a little scarring. My favorite song actually, and everybody has the song that really resonates with them, is Sally's song. I know for most people it's one of Jack's song, but I don't know why. It's not even that it's relatable, even though it is. I think there's a beauty. If you listen to these songs, and like that one in particular, there's so much like I guess like heart wrench if you want to call it that. Like, but they don't play it really hard. It's not like her like doing like Oscar bait crying and things like that. Nothing against that or anything. But like it's just someone whose heart is broken at what is happening and doesn't know how to like take control and just wants to support someone that they love very much. It's really good. So that's my song. So looking at the song's one. Here's the thing: when you're having musicals, the best musicals, in my opinion, are where the songs progress the story forward. It's honestly kind of why I liked The Greatest Showman, other than the fact that I really like the music in it. That's another thing. The musicals only really work if you like the songs, like the way they work. And I really like Nightmare Before Christmas. I really like The Greatest Showman. But the thing that actually works with them is that they push the story progression forward. That's really important. Not every musical does that. So that works really well for this, and they constantly doing that. Now, okay, taking out of the music, even though how iconic the music is, I think like he's a really good director, and I think something that like works really well with this. None of these characters are real. None of this is real. You aren't like them. You're a human being. And yet you relate to their personal strife monumentally. Like, monumentally. And everything makes sense. Like, if you were put in Jack's position, that would make sense. I think it's also really great because this could have easily just been a film about, like, ooh, there's Halloween versus Christmas type of thing. But no, it's about this, like, personal journey of like, monotony. Which, oh man, as you get older, routine can easily turn into monotony like that. And I think like it was just this really relatable thing about like what it looks. And I didn't relate to it as a child. It was like that fun. I love this movie. It was wild. It was adventurous. The songs were beautiful. So I just liked it as a child. When you grow up and you're just like, yeah, routine monotony. You try to push yourself towards your boundaries. And there's actually this interesting thing about like, normally you would think in that personal story, it'd be like, oh, and you find that you can really break from that monotony and do great things. When actually in life, you can't always do that. And in this story, he couldn't do that. He pushed himself to a boundary. And for some people, they're like, oh, so is he limited? Like, this is the message? No, the message is to, like, appreciate what you have. Appreciate the life you lived. Shifting, like, your thoughts on what it is and finding the things in your world that like, mean something to you. Like, there's an element of a love story, pretty heavy-handedly, in this film between Jack and Sally. And, like, the ending song is about him realizing that she was there, supporting him the whole way, and that, like, she gives a lot of his life meaning. I'm not saying that, like, that sounds like a codependent relationship. I get it. That's not what I'm saying. Like, finding beauty in your partnership, finding beauty in your life, your relationship, your friends, like anything that you can, allows for like the monotony of like life, which is just there. Not every day can be different. To really thrive in, like, you really thrive in that, and I think that was cool. It's not a message you see very often. It was really beautifully executed, whimsically fun, really just. Like, I don't know, it's like scores out of this world. Your songs are just like iconic. You have like amazing characters. You'll remember every character. They really push the boundaries of fun, and like I love that like what is cute is really pushed. That's actually, I think that might be my last point. Like what how do you process things is like, you would think everything in Halloween's kind of creepy and gross. Sally's arm keeps falling off. Somehow people find that adorable. And I think that's great. That's not weird. Like, we should find beauty in a lot of different things. The dogs are really cute. Yeah, you have like the Rudolph kind of character that's also cute. But then you have like the other dogs is kind of cute. And you have like all these characters. How is Corpse Kid cute? But I find him to be adorable. Like, that's great. I think that really was interesting. Oogie Boogie. I loved Oogie Boogie. Even though he's this creepy, freaky thing. And then I love that you're like, oh, this could be cute. It's kind of like a sack. But then he's like a sack of like worms and maggots. So you're like, wait, he's creepy, but he's cute. And you're having all these conflicting feelings towards these characters. That's exactly it. That's what you should have in life. You should have conflicting feelings towards everybody. And I think that's really interesting, like how they did it. I don't know how he did it, but he did, and it's amazing. Technologically, the film was like really advanced. I'm not even gonna get into that. I bet you there are films that or there are videos that really go into like how masterfully done this film is, like on a technical standpoint in terms of like execution. I'll just let you know, it is brilliantly done. It pushes the boundaries for a lot of different like technological advancements, and it kind of shaped a lot of what film, animation, stop motion, all these things, like what they ended up turning into. Like Lego Movie might not have happened without Nightmare Before Christmas. Just like I'm putting that out there. Like a lot of these films probably wouldn't have happened without like these films. So just to know like what foundation looks like for the film industry. On that note, guys, I really want you to tell me what you think is like the best, most iconic film for, or not even iconic. What do you enjoy in terms of Christmas films? There are a lot of Christmas films, Jingle All the Way. A couple of the Home Alones are Christmas themed. Like, what is yours? Totally tell me what you think. And there are a lot of good ones out there, but these are the ones that like popped into my mind that I really resonate with, or that that I remember, that I loved, or or like there were certain aspects of it, and ending on a film that truly made an impact in my life of how great it is. So, on that note, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful holidays for all like the other holidays that go involved, and I hope you guys just have a really great break. Take the time to take a moment and see what you have that's blessed in your life, and go strong into the next year. That's like all you can do. Everything else will just fall into place. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.